What is the ideal body fat percentage for gains and aesthetics? Depending on the person, the ideal body fat percentage for gains and aesthetics can vary quite a lot. For some people, the ideal body fat for aesthetics is 8 to 10%, others prefer 12 to 15%, and some even prefer the look of 18 to 20% body fat. But all of these body fat percentages look better once you've built a solid amount of muscle. So if your goal is to look aesthetic, you'll likely need to go through multiple phases of bulking before you can cut down to a truly aesthetic physique. But luckily, the more muscle you build, the more aesthetic you can look even on your bulks. Here's me at the peak of my last bulk at around 18 to 20% body fat at 197 body weight in the morning. Some people have even told me that this looks lean. It's all perspective, but the more muscle you have, the easier it is to feel comfortable with your bulked up physique. The ideal body fat percentage for lean aesthetics seems to be anywhere around 8 to 12% body fat. This is the body fat percentage where most people feel good about taking their shirt off. The lower end of that range being pretty hard to maintain for most people, depending on their genetic predispositions. I even know some people who have a hard time being above 8% body fat because they are genetically predisposed to being 6 to 7% body fat. It all depends on the person, but if you want the lean look, this is going to be a good body fat percentage to target so long as you remain healthy and sane. If you prefer the strong and bulky aesthetic, I think the ideal body fat for this is around 18%. Usually around this body fat, you can maintain slightly visible abs while also feeling great in the gym and looking big in anything you wear. You also get to eat a lot more food. There are a lot of benefits if this is the aesthetic that you prefer. If you plan on staying natural, you'll want to spend as much time in a bulking phase as you can. But cutting is also essential, even if it's just to make room for more bulking. The general idea is to bulk up to around 18% body fat, then cut back down to 10 to 12% to make more room for bulking. Once you have a good amount of muscle, you will look relatively aesthetic throughout the entire process, no matter what phase of it you're in. As a side note, if you want to look aesthetic when bulking, try to wear clothes that accentuate your strong points and hide your weak points. When I get to my peak bulk, I still don't hold much fat in my arms, but I do hold a lot in my chest and abs. So instead of wearing stringers and wife beaters, which tend to show off the chest and squeeze the abs, I'll tend to wear baggy cutoffs that don't squeeze the gut but still show off the arms. Find these cheat codes for your own physique and it can make a big difference in feeling aesthetic while you're bulked up. This is also very much based on your individual opinion. Some people prefer a more bulky look and some people prefer a super lean look. As long as you're healthy, aim for whichever makes you look and feel your best. And don't be afraid of bulking if the goal is eventually to look lean at a higher body weight. If you're looking for someone to help you reach your own specific lifting goals, be it bulking up and getting big and strong or dieting down to get ripped, send me an email at ensuatraining@gmail.com to inquire about my coaching services. Thanks for watching.
Oh, still going.